Hey guys, welcome back. We are coming back with more Destiny. We are doing, oh god, what week is it again? It is week 4. I don't know why I forgot, but I was grinding a bunch of Diablo, and I was doing a bunch of Trials videos as well. There's going to be 2 videos coming out for both of those real soon, but yeah, let's jump straight back into it. Let's just see what we need to do. We're in the helm, obviously. Drifter probably needs something. Let's just see what this guy wants.
What's the word, brother?
What's the
All
word for you,
this
brother?
Golden Age tech is impressive stuff. Almost makes you wonder how they lost back then, you dig? About that, if we're looking to win this time, I need Savathun's swamp to wash up a few finishing touches for my rig. Cracking skulls and looting halls is your bag, hero. That's why you're headed to her throne world. That pyramid Savvy brought down, it's cut off from the witness. Scorned bigwigs been digging tech we can use out of that burning heap. All you have to do is find 'em and take it. Then you let old Drifter worry about the kit bashing. Easy. Hey, one more thing. Xivu dripping nonsense in your head, too? She's been recounting some of my more heroic exploits. Dark Age's been on my mind. You know how the past is. You pull the trigger and people die, so you don't have to. Then, someone comes along and wants to forgive you for that. Like it's fine. Won't ask what Xivu's dredging up for a killer like you. Wouldn't be polite. Thundergun's down there, though. Been under pressure so long, everybody's looking for cracks. Don't get me wrong, coin to table, she's been through it. But I don't think Sloane's looking to be told it's fine. 'Cause it ain't. 'Cause it needs to be ugly to win. And then, you live with it. See you on the other side.
Interesting. So Xivu Arath is preying on our inhibitions for warmongering and violence, and I guess Xivu Arath is, trying to is riling everybody up in weird ways. And Drifter, he instructed you to travel to Savathun's Stone World and secure pieces of pyramid technology. Work in the deepest trenches of with it. He can modify his extraction equipment to work in the deepest trenches of the Kraken Mare. So yeah, he's being messed with on some level with. What's it called, Xivu Arath. I mean, she's playing towards his inhibitions or stuff like that. I guess he had a more heroic side earlier in his life, and she's reminding him of his failures of trying to be a hero and how it just backfired in the end, and how he became the jaded guy he is because he doesn't think he can do right by anybody. And for, Sloane preying on her isolation and making her feel, not so great about her being isolated and her being alone. I can get past it. I mean, Drifter is not the same scumbag we met way back in the day. So he is not. I wouldn't say he's a changed man, but he is a little bit of a collect amorphous alloys by defeating Scorn on Savathun's Stone World. Okay, whatever. We'll come back when we actually have the thing done. It is a good piece of lore. I mean, the fact that he's being tormented and he's being kind of looked at funny. I mean, everyone kind of gives Drifter the side eye all the time, but he even just regrets being that guy who just had to make the really messed up bad decisions. And while everyone likes to look at him as the villain, he knows deep down he's had to do things that he's not exactly proud of, but they had to be done at some point. And you know what, Drifter, I can get behind that. You do what you got to do, and you don't necessarily say sorry for it. You just gotta. It just happens, bro. You're like, yep, it just happens. Oh, really? No health?
easily defeated. Zevul Wrath howled their name. Kudazad. I remember that from an old report.
Still have a mind like a steel trap, sir. Kudazad was a field captain for Savathun before Titan went dark.
And now they serve Zevul Wrath? Taken, Scorn, Wrathborn. She folds all conquered adversaries into her armies, doesn't she?
Not all of them. Just the strongest, or those she's looking to use as a weapon. Not just to fight, but to hurt. Psychologically. She's defacing everything Savathun touched on Titan. When it comes to her sister, it seems more emotional than strategic.
Nice. Well, that part's finished. Let's just go to the helm now. I mean, we got a tier 6 deep dive, and we got Foe Tracer out of it, which is a pretty good roll, but just it sucks at Foe Tracer. It just isn't very good. Nothing new for the mission. No new dialogue, no new modifiers, nothing really. It was just a whatever mission. Now we have to go to the helm and witness whatever conversation they think is worth watching.
This is awful.
Sure is. You ever been outside of Seoul?
Never had a reason to.
Can't say I recommend it. Saw some stuff while I was out there. Bad stuff. A world colder than you can imagine. Creatures that suppressed the light. My crew. Let's just say we wore out our welcome. Creatures started closing in. Trigger fingers got itchy. Some of us froze to death. A lightless, final death. The others, they didn't go so quiet. Not until I shut them up. Not sure how long I stayed after that. Had to mod my ghost to survive. Used the parts from... I did what it took to get off-world. And now I'm here.
I'm no stranger to combat, but... How did you leave it all behind?
I didn't. Some things you carry with you forever. But eventually, they stop feeling too heavy to lift.
Thanks for the drink, Drifter.
Anytime, Sloane.
Huh. I get he modified parts his ghost to get off world. Like what? You took parts from other ghosts and add them to your own in order to what? Modify your ghost to be a weird buddy of some sort? I'm not too sure. Not sure what they're. Oh, like I know he's been off world and he saw creatures of that suppresses light, and he got his crew killed because of it, and some of them didn't go down easily, so he had to kill them himself to like put them out of their misery. Huh. All right. What is so? What's so important now? Show me. Is she getting more taken? I can't tell if she's getting even more taken.
Anathema, calamity, that which cannot, must not come to pass. A wordless denial, a fleeing God, betrayal, and escape. The pursuit for the final shape.
God, are you another species the Traveler abandoned? Are you serious? Oh my god. This thing has abandoned so many countless species throughout the universe. Oh my goodness.
We're almost there. My link with Asa feels crystal clear. It's a little frightening, but strangely comforting, too. A lot changed while I was gone. It feels like the entire universe moved on without me, and now I'm struggling to catch up. Old enemies became new allies. New enemies wield the light against us. And old allies, friends, like Amanda.
Ooh. Oh, right.
Sometimes I wonder, if I returned to the tower, would it even be my home anymore? Or would I just be a phantom? A forgotten memory wandering its streets at night. Xivu Arath's voice keeps telling me I don't belong there. That the battlefield is my home. That it always has been. Maybe she's right. Maybe reliving what I went through over and over again is a way for me to stay in familiar territory. To remain in the hell that I know. And avoid the one I dread.
Oh my god.
Either way, the mission comes first. I have to see it through to the end, regardless of where I end up when it's done.
Is socializing and re-acclimating yourself to your surroundings really that big of a hell versus fighting monsters in the depths of the ocean? I don't think so. It's not that hard to open up to people and to just become new friends. Either way, the deputy commander is fully committed to seeing the mission through regardless of where she ends up when it's done. But I mean, like, your connection with Asa is better, but I don't know what exactly she's trying to tell you. It sounds like her race was another race that was abandoned by the Traveler, which, oh my freaking god, I cannot believe we're dealing with another race that was abandoned by the Traveler. It's crazy. Pulse rifle, I need 2 more pulse rifles. Swords, I need 3 more swords. I guess we'll just go with the pulse rifle since it's closer. Let's get 1. And let's get another one. Just to see if we would get lucky. We did not get lucky. And let's listen to the weekly mission.
The ever-forward march of time has a humorous way of looping in on itself. Doesn't it?
In some ways. A long-lived perspective makes it difficult not to see trends die and resurface.
Do you think that's how the witness sees us? Variations of potential, or lack thereof?
What's really on your mind?
Sloane. She is singularly focused on her mission. That type of focus. You forget to come up for air. It's like a death when it's over.
Your command can be an anchor. Keep her from drifting. That's what I tried to do for you.
I seem to recall pushing back against your methods quite often.
The Dark Age drove us to extremes. Your style of leadership is more refined than mine.
It wasn't long ago that I was your pupil. Since then, I'd like to think we've developed a trust beyond authority or duty. How did you foster that friendship while being my superior?
You're not listening, Zavala. I didn't. Remember, you left my tutelage. All I did was give you the lessons I thought you needed to survive. Nothing more.
You're saying I can't be all things?
I'm saying I can't tell you what you want, because our friendship was not of my making. When the Iron Lords fell, when the Red Legion caged the Traveler, when the pyramids filled our skies, my heart was not open. You were. Despite your doubts, others see you as a pillar of strength. They're drawn to the shade you provide. Just stay standing.
More or less telling him, like, I know Zavala's doubting himself, and he's like, how did you like, become the leader that I needed you to be. It's like, I didn't do anything special for you. I just taught you what I thought you needed to know, and that's it. And it's like, I know you're starting to doubt yourself, but just keep doing what you've been doing. Just stand tall and let, you like, people will rally to you. Like, yeah. And he's, it's real sad now that Lance is gone. I don't know what's gonna happen. No. Just so reminds me that, like, there's some people who are, like, dead in the lore, and there's some people who are actually dead IRL. Oh, it's so sad. Alright, well, that's the weekly story mission. I'm pretty sure the next week is going to be the final week. Maybe not. It might be, or it might not be. I'm not too sure. I feel like it's going to be, for some reason. Is it not going to be? I thought there was only so many recordings. Oh, there's 2 more weeks, so we're about halfway through the season, so it's not quite there yet. Alright, well, that's good to know. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. Sloane and Drifter kind of bonded for a little bit, and Zavala and Saladin are kind of touching base as far as, like, their chain of command and, you know, what it means to be a leader and how best to lead everybody. I mean, Drifter is, again, a really complex character. He's had a really bad past as far as being, like, the outlaw and then being the renegade and then being the kind of the guy who is sitting on the fence playing both sides. And now he's almost to a full-blown hero. He's doing things... He doesn't really have an angle anymore because his angle was always trying to be prepared before the darkness showed up and to kind of have a fail-safe to get the hell out of here when they did. I mean, they've been here and he hasn't left yet, so... He's probably in it for the long haul now. He doesn't want to admit that he is, but he is. So, it is what it is now. I don't understand Asa's messages. They're getting more... She says that her connection with him are getting more clearer, but her messages are getting more cryptic. It just sounds like Asa is just another freaking alien race that the Traveler abandoned when they proved unworthy of the light, or unable to protect the Traveler from the Pyramid Fleet. So... it is what it is. I'm sure we'll get some sort of big resolution near the end of the season that'll tie it all together. But yeah, that's the weekly mission again. If you guys like this video, leave a comment down below and leave a like. Let me know if you watched all the way up until the end. I'm probably going to cut this one up just because I'm going to try to experiment with a shorter format of a video to see if the YouTube algorithm likes it a little bit better. Before I let you guys go, though, I do want to ask kind of like a basic question, or not even a basic question, but I want to kind of end these videos with like a question for the week or whatever to kind of like gauge enthusiasm to see if people would actually like this. If there was one quality of life change, even if it's a really small one, you would like to see it happen in Destiny, what would it be? And, you know, tell me why you think it should be a good idea for a good quality of life change. For me, the only thing that I could think of off the top of my head right now is I need duration buffs. And I need very descriptive, like, percentages and damage stats for my weapons. Because here's a perfect example. Adagio. After defeating a target, this weapon fires, charges, or draws more slowly and deals increased damage for a brief period of time. It would be nice to let me know by how much does it charge, like, by how much slower does it charge, how much more damage does it deal, and for how long does that damage deal for. I hate having to go to APIs and check third-party websites for all that descriptive information. I don't care if it was even hidden in, like, a different menu where you'd have to, like, click over it and then press, like, Y to, like, show more info on the perk so you knew exactly how much it did. But I feel like that kind of information should not be something that's hidden in a completely different website that's not even related to Destiny. It's kind of like an old problem, like the Grimoire cards and the lore from the previous game being hidden on the Destiny website versus actually explained in lore books being inside the game. This kind of stuff is like bare bones, basically. I can't imagine like you playing like an MMORPG or even like a MOBA where like they give you stat increases but they don't tell you like the durations or give you hard numbers. But I mean, that would be a nice change to the game to know exactly what you're getting increased by how much, what's the duration. They've gotten better with giving you all the hidden stats on their guns here, but I mean they still need to be able to do way more, being able to let you know exactly what the perk does, why is it doing it, and you know, by how much is it doing it by. Those kind of things are really needed in this game, other than, you know, having to take vague guesses and do a whole lot of playtesting to get the exact numbers. But, yep. Anyways, that's going to be it for this weekly video. We'll see you guys next time.